Hi, hike.co.uk. In this session we're looking at the Robens Cabin range. Comes in this 300 size, also a 500 size, that's a 3-man and also a 5-man. We've got some fantastic features in here and a real top quality build as well. So let's go inside and take a closer look. So this tent itself split into 2 main compartments. We obviously have the sleeping section behind us and this nice large spacious living area towards the front. Some of the features we've got in here: nice large doorway, makes it really easy to get in and out of, ideal for family camping as well. We have a sewn in bathtub style ground sheet as well. This is actually stitched into the external fly sheet of the tent itself. This really does stop any of the water getting and also keeps away those insects. As you can see as well, we've got a nice large amount of windows. We have some 2 large ones down the side and again some relatively large sized ones towards the front as well. This gets a lot of light inside the tent, gives a great sense of space as well. These windows also have blinds on them as well, so you can roll these blinds up, giving yourself that extra bit of privacy. And also just towards each window we have a mesh net just at the top as well, again maximising this ventilation within the tent, which really creates a nice climate inside. The vents also have their own set of blinds as well, so you can zip those right up if you obviously decide not to use them. So the sleeping area itself, pod type design, hung separately away from the fly sheet itself. Again, this maximises the ventilation around there, creates a fantastic climate inside the sleeping pod itself and also cuts down on any condensation build-up. Nice large opening, again we said, make it ideal for family camping, get in and out nice and easily. We've got the mesh net on there as well, so you can zip that up, allow that ventilation to still go through, but also keep those insects away. We have a mesh net at the back there. This is on the zippers as well, so you can pull that right up again and allowing greater ventilation. And the general size in here is quite generous, so you can quite happily get your 3 people in here in extreme comfort. So it's a fantastic tent, got some really nice features. Let's go outside and take a look at some of the external bits. So here we are towards the front of the tent. As we mentioned before, it's a bathtub style ground sheet which is sewn into the side. Obviously then towards the front you don't want that extra lip, makes it a little bit dangerous as we said, especially if you have got children, they don't want to trip over it. So it can be pinned up when you've got the door in place, but then obviously just releasing it means you can come in and out of the tent nice and easily. Just above me, just over the door as well, we have this nice little porch area. Just keeps all the elements away from the front of the door and just protects the front of the tent nicely. We now go around the side and take a look at the framework. So here on the outside of the tent, you can get a good look at these alloy pole system they use. It's a good strong pole system, really gives the tent its shape and its rigidity. You can also see the connections they use here. It's a real top quality connection, again really giving the tent its structure. The external fabric is also just clipped on to this framework, making it nice and easy to put up as well, and again making it nice and strong. Just towards the back of the tent, you can see the little ventilation pocket. This is where we mentioned before in the sleeping area, you can unzip that. It just allows the air to circulate inside, getting a nice climate within the tent itself. Let's now go and take a look at the larger size. So here we are now inside the Cabin 500. We have exactly the same features as we did do on the Cabin 300, but now this one now sleeps up to 5 people. The only extra difference is the actual sleeping pod itself. All the other features inside here are exactly the same. Some interesting bits on here we have though. We now have a 3 pod over here and a 2 pod, all concealed within the same bottom sheet. However, there is a separator in the middle. This can be brought down as a section of zips inside, which you can completely collapse, making one large area. We have a couple of pockets on the outside as well, so it's great for storage. And again, as you can see, we have these mesh nets with the internal privacy net, sheet on there as well. So again, gives you great versatility. This, however, you can completely collapse this side of the sleeping pod itself, literally just by undoing the quick release clips, unpinning it around the side. This whole section then can be all rolled up, stored down the side of this original sleeping pod. So you can have a nice 3 area and then completely open this out, giving you a larger living area around the front. So you get fantastic versatility with this tent. Have a 3-man with some extra space, or obviously open it all up and have a 5-man family tent. So they're fantastic tents as we've seen. Got some really great structure on the outside, top quality put inside, with the fantastic versatility as well. Makes it a brilliant family tent.